Welcome to the iPhone edition of the Spice Factory today because I forgot to bring the SD card for the camera. So I got a full day here in the shop and I left the SD card at home. So this is going to be an iPhone episode. But I've got a couple of big things happening today. I've only been able to get into the shop one day in the past 3 or 4 weeks. So sorry for the lack of content, but I've got most of today here and I'm going to try and do a gargantuan amount of things. First, a bit of an update on where we are, where we're at with things, how things are going along and what to expect from here. So, as you know, we're trying to put this new roof on and then we found out we needed to change the rear quarter panel. So we're in the process of changing out the rear quarter panel, but in the process of changing out the rear quarter panel, I found out I now need to change the tray out completely, rip the tray out and put a new one in. Luckily, I've got the XG, which is the exact same tray, and the XG tray is immaculate, not a speck of rust in the tray. And I'll show you why we need to change out the XA tray. So, as we know, we've got all this rust along here where the two sections of the rear wall butt together and create this ledge. And it's rusted all along there. I'm not sure if I've covered it, but you can see there where there's no epoxy primer. And that was covered by little thin strips, and you can see the welds there. It was covered by these thin strips of metal, which you can just, they were tacked in place. And it's just totally eaten away. Like the tray barely connects. Like these sidewall bits just barely connect to the wheel tub and the tray. This side's even worse. Look at that, that's not even, it's almost non-existent. Right, so I found a spare SD card just laying around. It's not a big one, but it'll do the job. I've been drilling out all the spot welds. I'm pretty certain, looks like a bloody minefield here, but I've gotten every spot weld that goes along the cross braces and then the chassis. So it should be pretty good. So now it's just connected by these side bits here, but I got bored of that. So I'm gonna go pick up the rims and we'll stop by the engine shop to see if the engine's done. Hopefully we can come back, new rims and a fresh engine, and we can play around with that for a bit before getting back into this. So let's head off to Cronic Customs, grab the rims, and then over to West Coast Cylinder Heads to see if the engine's done.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Well, this is basically just like that scene in Fast and Furious. Equally as exciting as a bed full of 2J parts, but we've got the engine back and the rims. So I'm actually dying to rip open these rims and have a look at them. So I'm just gonna get this shit off the tray, get this engine out of the way. Just realized that the 2J is taking up the engine stand, so I'm gonna have to go and buy another engine stand for the Clevo, put that on. But I'll be getting around to that next week when I come back from work. For now, let's just get these rims out and test fit the rims. And hopefully they fit under the factory wheel tubs. Right, so just real quickly, here's the pistons. So I had them put these on because obviously you gotta press the old ones out, press the new ones in. So they've replaced the pins, put the new pistons on the con rods, and they are good to go. I love the look of shiny new pistons. Ooh, baby. Can't wait to put those in. There's the engine. I'll go over what work was done to it and a little modification I had them do while I was at the shop. That just makes life a little bit easier. So I'll go over that in the next video because I guess next week I'll be putting this together. So more on the engine and all that sort of stuff next week, but for now we are focusing on these bad boys. I really hope these come with stickers. If these don't come with stickers, there'll be some passive aggressive emails sent to American Racing, that's damn sure. Hey, look at those. Whoa. Hey, those bad boys. All right. So obviously we're going to slap these on and see what they look like. So I'm going to jack it up, put her on, and see how we go. I love that. bloody good. Okay, the next thing is obviously see what they look like on the front, because I've got the wheelwoods on the front. So I'll get the caliper, put the caliper on real quick and see what the wheelwoods look like with those on the front. Obviously the front's gonna be the same, except they're gonna be slightly narrower, but you still get the gist. So take that one off, put the rear wheel back on, put it on the front. See how we go. Love that. And it's nice to know 18 by 10s will fit on the front of a Falcon. Or maybe not. I think I'll just scratch the inside of the wheel. That's okay, because you don't see the inside. But that's how the front's gonna look, and that looks red hot. Might even need to go get bigger calipers. Alright, enough of that. Let's go back to this tray and try and get it off. Try and get somewhere. Well, we're this far now, so that's where we're at. I was dreading getting into this, but once you get into it, so much more easier. So it's all coming together like a bit of a puzzle. So everything I do, I'm sort of looking at it and going, oh, and I'm like, oh, hang on. Yep, that'll work. That'll work. Where I'm at right now, and I'm gonna call it there, I'm gonna come back tomorrow, and tomorrow I kind of pressured the guys at Repco to get me head gaskets and whatnot for the Clevo so I could rebuild it tomorrow. But now I'm thinking I'll just come in and really hammer into this and get this done, because I'm feeling it. I'm in the mood. Not often I'm in the mood to do body work. So tomorrow I'll rebuild the Clevo, or I'll get stuck into this. But where I'm at now, I'm gonna get the fuel tank, and we're gonna position the fuel tank roughly where I think it needs to be so I can get an idea of where this brace needs to go. I think it's easier if I just show you. So I'll get the fuel tank, and once we get a position, we'll mark it out, and then I'll go. And that'll be that. I'll come in tomorrow, might rebuild the Clevo, might do the fuel tank. I was originally thinking this was gonna go across here, but the tank pretty much takes up that whole area, and the top of this tank will be level with the tray. There'll actually be a hole there, so you'll see that top in the tray. Like I've said before, if I'm carrying something in the tray of this ute, something has gone horribly wrong. I've got two other registered utes that I can drive and carry things around in. So if I have to use this tray, I'm having a bad day. So that's why I'm justifying having this tank level. So when you have the cover off, you can see the tank, you can see the fuel lines. It gives me an opportunity to do really cool fuel lines, some really cool patterns with the hard lines and sort of do that. We all love a bit of hard line porn. So that's where it'll sit. Now I'm thinking those are gonna have to sort of go across there. That'll also provide support if I get rear-ended or anything like that. It's gonna have a lot more support with them running that way. And then instead of having this point forward and sort of like hiding those fuel lines as well, there'll be two hard lines coming out of there. So that's what you'll see from the back end, is those two hard lines coming out. That'll look pretty cool too, I think. Or, I don't know, I'll play around with it and see what I actually like. But that's what I'll be doing maybe tomorrow. I don't know, maybe the fuel tank tomorrow, maybe engine, who knows. There might not be a lot in this video, but it took me forever to do. This took a long time to do. But that's pretty much all the long stuff done, all the long time stuff done. Once I start getting this done, this is where it starts getting fun. And I think I've been saying that for the past couple of episodes. We'll see. Anyways, like always, thank you for watching the video, guys. Please give it a like, give it a share around. If you know anyone else building a ute or doing any other sort of extra or any sort of old school muscle car, if you just share the videos, that'd be awesome. Let them know that I'm having a rough time too. This was originally meant to be about a year-long project max. We're coming up on 2.5 years now. So anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.